us about your book.
Yes, my name is David Witherington Stewart. I'm a Florida author. I'm 80.
Carol Kinney is a writer. I write
our very intimate Reader's Magnet author we have here, Alan Karen Rennie. It is Unfaded Beauty, book 1 of 4, the new Proverbs 31 Women series.
Hello and welcome to the final session of season 6 of the Festival of Storytellers. And you're hearing the laughter of my panel. We have had a marvelous 14 days, and what we decided we would do is have a recap of the last 14 days with some of our moderators. And you know what? This is going to be a relaxing kickback and have a lot of fun. And you've all heard about my books, One Caregiver's Journey and Authors of Good Food, and Generations of Good Food. I've got authors on the brain, but Generations of Good Food. Let's bring in the rest of the panel here. Yay, ladies! These are the lady moderators that agreed to do a recap. Some of them had no idea we were going to be live, but here we are. We're live, and we're going to talk about the last 14 days. Introduce yourselves, since there's so many of us. Introduce yourselves quickly. Jill Nypower, we'll start with you. Tell us who you are and give us a quick rundown. There's a lot of us. We got a lot to cover.
Well, my name is Jill Nypower. I'm the author of Healing Codes to Enlightenment, Activation Codes for Full Authenticity and Power. And I'm just so glad to be here. I just had a wonderful week and learned lots, had great inspiration, and love to share and connect with people and just really elevate and really expand my awareness and just connect on a deeper level. And it was just a real gift to be here with you all.
Good. Thank you. Sarah, tell us about you, and we'll roll on.
All right. Well, my name is Sarah Yvette Morales. I'm the author of Shoes of Peace on the Desert Road, and this was my first time moderating, and I enjoyed connecting with everybody on the unplanned journeys, because that's what my book was about, the unplanned journey of dealing with cancer and hearing everybody's stories. It was just inspiring because we all need that encouragement. So it was just great to do it and grow. Definitely. I would have never done something like this. And the fact that I agreed to do it, that was God, because he was like, just do it. Come on, try it. And I loved it. So it was a great experience, and I'm happy to be here.
Good for you. Deb's a newcomer as well.
Yes, I am. So my name is Deb Runge, and I am the author of Recover Your Mission, How a Drunk from Wisconsin Became a Missionary in Haiti. And so, yes, this was my first time moderating, and it was really an amazing time to be able to participate. And, I wasn't sure if I'd, really like doing this, or I shouldn't say wasn't sure I would like it. I thought I could do it. And once I did it, I was like, yeah, this is fun. This is great. This is an amazing opportunity to get to know other authors and then also share about my own book. So.
Well, and to that end, the staff has done a wonderful job preparing us.
Mm-hmm.
The staff has done just a remarkable job making sure. Okie dokie, Tish, you're up.
Tish is up. Well, hey, everybody. I'm, of course, Tish Barnhart, the author of Morning Tea with the King, as well as So You Want to Be a First Lady. This, of course, is my second year here with TFOS, of joining TFOS, the Festival of Storytellers. And it has been an amazing ride, and certainly something to see the growth just from last year. And I know that we've been around for 6 seasons now, but just to see the growth from last year to now, all of the new moderators that we have joining us for the roundtable sessions, it has been such a beautiful delight to be a part of it. So I'm grateful to Reader's Magnet and the whole team here.
Yes, it has been. Okay, Lady Million, tell us.
All right, Marviette.
Tell us what we already know.
Lady Million Marviette, transforming the lives of 1 million phenomenal women from the inside out as my imprint on the world. This is my first year participating in the Festival of Storytellers, and it has been an absolute honor. All I can say is, when the scripture talks about your gift will make room for you, I have just been out here doing what I do. This is just what I do. And so to get the invitation from Reader's Magnet to participate and to be a moderator for several sessions that were dear to my heart, and it has just been an honor. We just finished wrapping up phenomenal women celebrating beauty, resilience, and all of that. And so I'm just excited to be here. I've met some amazing authors. I've enjoyed interviewing the authors. And so I'm excited about the next round. But this is day 14, and I cannot believe it's coming to an end. And so it has been my absolute pleasure.
Oh, thank you. And I might add that Marviette and I we had a great time last night.
Yes, we did.
She moderated my author of the hour, and actually probably had a little too much fun, but it was a great time. What, Dr. Jill? Dr. Jill didn't know we were live, but you know what? Talk with us. We're gonna recap the whole thing. Talk with us.
All right. Well, I'm coming to you as is here tonight, unprepared, but wow, did I have a fun time with this moderation. This is my second year being involved with the Festival of Storytellers, but my first year as a moderator, and I absolutely loved it. It was so fun working with all the authors, and I learned so many different things about them and from them. And with the other moderators too, I learned so much with them about them. And it has been a wonderful experience. Reader's Magnet was amazing the full way. And I will tell you that since a few of mine were about children's books, I have now finished chapter 2 of my second episode of
Yay! All right, Dr.
Really good. I had no idea how I was going to even start it before we moderated, and I'm already on chapter 2, and I know the ending of the story already. So it's so exciting, and this whole experience has been absolutely wonderful, and I'm thrilled to have been asked to do this, and it was my pleasure to be here, and I love every minute of it.
Good for you. Good for you. Crystal, tell us about Crystal.
Hi, my name is Crystal Summers, and I am the author of From Meaningless to Purposeful. And I just want to say that I am so grateful and humbled to have been chosen to be a moderator. When I first got the offer, when I first got the email, I'm gonna be honest, I was like a little bit fearful because I'm not used to being in the front. I'm not used to hosting or anything like that. So I had to make a choice whether I'm gonna run or whether I'm gonna jump. And I just chose to jump. And I'm grateful with the results. And it was just an honor to meet the authors that were on my panel. They were so amazing. They had amazing stories and testimonies and journeys. And I was like, man, I need to take some notes, because I can learn from all of them. But so I just want to thank everybody. And it was a pleasure.
Good for you. And Joni is coming to us. I might say that Jill Nightpower is coming to us from Calgary, Canada, where it's only 21 degrees below zero right now.
Oh.
And Joni is coming to us from Jamaica where it never gets below 80. So, Joni, tell us about Joni.
It's so warm here. I'm in Kingston, Jamaica.
I'm jealous.
I am the author of the book, The Influential HR, Earning Respect and Gaining a Seat at the Decision-Making Table. This is my first time moderating for Reader's Magnet for Festival of Storytellers, and I had a wonderful time. I was privileged to discuss the topic, the influential HR, navigating your path to leadership. I learned so much from the other panelists, the other authors, and I'm looking forward to next time. So thanks for having me.
Good. And I think we're all looking forward to season 7. But this has just been a remarkable time. Let's talk about some of the other authors we met. From my standpoint, I was amazed at how many military people we had, career military. Such an honor to have them on our panels. And hey, QR.
QR.
There's a message from QR for all of us. And I told you it's going to be relaxed, but we're done with here's the next question. But so here is the next question. Did you have any particular, other than your own, or even in your own, did you have any authors who really stuck with you? I mean, I had a gentleman in one of mine, I will tell you. I had 2 that really stuck with me, but I had a gentleman whose wife passed away 6 months ago, and he is promoting her book.
Oh,
And
nice.
he's promoting her book, and she got her copy of her published book 4 days before she passed. And so he got a picture of her with her book 4 days before she passed. And now he's on a mission to make sure that her message gets out. And the other one I had was a Peruvian American who spoke 5 languages and worked Secretary General of the UN, and she was she had military experience. I mean, it was like, whoa, how do you do all of this? So who wants to start and say something about some of their panelists and what struck out at you? Come on, girls, don't be shy.
Well, I'll start.
Tish,
Deb Runge was on my panel, and I really enjoyed hearing about her story, and also her book about Haiti, because Haiti is not very far from where I am. That stood out for me. And also Dr. Tracy, he wrote a book about Gen Z in the workplace. Those people. Yes. And I always am asked to talk about them and what my clients' experiences are, because I'm an HR consultant as well as a recruiter. I recruit these Gen Zs for the organization. So I have a hand in placing them there. If they're giving trouble, I'm going to hear it from my clients. So that was good to hear from Dr. Tracy.
Tracy, Tish liked Tracy. She was trying to get a dinner invitation when he started talking about the foods that he makes for his family.
That whole part. I didn't forget about that. Dinner and the cookies.
I laughed. Jill?
I was just going to say, it was really hearing about people's truth, their testimony. Like, I've always struggled to find my voice and to speak my truth, like, and I write it and I'm opening up and I'm getting it out there. But for people to really, stand in their power and to speak their truth and their testimony is very inspiring and very brave. And I realized I was still working through some of that uncomfortability and still growing and challenging myself. So it was really nice to hear that and to feel that and to be able to connect and to know that that's safe and it's important that we do that so we can lift each other up, so we can learn from each other, so so we can really grow and allow ourselves to be free of trapped energies and other people that are struggling in those areas. So that really hit me.
Yeah, I wanted to add something like with what you said, Jill. It is because some of the people on the panel, I mean, they're telling you some things that you would never, fully admit. And they're on their live telling their whole story, whether that be good or bad things. And like you said, the growth and what God, in my case, can do in the unplanned journeys. It was just beautiful, beautiful testimonies of what can be done with God by your side and how people came from the faith. They changed and He can change it. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful to be in. So it was just great energy, like you said.
I think the most inspiring portion for me, Miss Ellie, was listening to some of the titles, looking at some of the titles. I know I interviewed Bobby McLaurin, and her title, Gun Oil and Teddy Bears, I had no idea what that meant. None whatsoever.
Oh my God. Bobby's got a story.
Yes, to hear her share her story, and that goes back to you, Jill, talking about people sitting in their truth, to be able to unveil that and listen to the pain that she went through and putting the gun oil with the teddy bears together and listening to her being freed from suicide. Just listening to people survive some of the things that they've survived was truly a blowing away moment for me. And of course, your interview last night was amazing. Yours
we had a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun. And so just listening to how your caregiving literally evolved into the cookbook and just the rich history of your cookbook is what blew me away. And then the stories that you have behind every recipe. That is amazing to me. And then, of course, Debbie, Tish and I talk about this. We are always elated when we hear Deb's story about being an alcoholism and now a missionary.
Yes, and I would say that I loved the fact, Marvielle, that you're interviewing me was amazing, because we were like, it wasn't just a one-sided thing. It was both of us kind of feeding off of each other.
Yes.
And that was really amazing for me. And then also, the roundtables that I was on, it was really interesting to hear other people's, takes on things and versions of things, and how we're the same yet we're different. And for me personally, my life is an open book, really, literally. And I love being able to speak my open truth about who I was and what happened and who I'm not anymore, right? Because that, I think, gives people freedom to be able to express themselves as well.
Absolutely.
I just want to comment quickly that how you shed the old self, and so other people know that they can evolve, that they can grow, and they can become something, a different way of being, and change their patterns and their behaviors and live a different way and see with different perspectives. And then, that old self is dead. It no longer exists because you've outgrown that shell, right? And you're just a new version. And we're constantly doing that, where we're elevating and we're growing, and we're shedding, and we're becoming our truest, highest, best self, so we can, be better for each other.
Right. Absolutely. One thing I would add to this too is, Ellie, that what amazed me most is seeing the authors that have had these books lying dormant in them for years. And seeing after 20 years, some of them finally was able to get their book out and to be able to share it with the world, right? And then not only that, I can just go back to the gentleman. I was listening to your interview with him, the one that was promoting his wife's book, And it spoke volumes to me because it made me remember, Ellie, about my aunt who had, cancer, right? And she had these poems and things like that. And I always told her, and I said this in Catherine's interview too, just yesterday, we were talking about that. She had this book of poems. She could write a poem. You could ask her today for it, and tomorrow she's got it for you. And I kept telling her, you need to market this. You need to put this together, put it in a form, go to Hallmark, let's get this out. You need to do this. And she's like, I am. And then she died. Right. And so, she died with that on the inside of her, not being able to get it out. Right. So Catherine, of course, in my interview with her yesterday, she challenged me, well, Tish, maybe you need to go ahead and pick it up and carry it on. But the moral of this is that all of these authors that we see, they didn't go to the grave with their books. They were able to get these books out. And so that, I'm telling you, is something to be commended for. And I love it. I just love seeing it. I love seeing it.
Yes, I would
Dr. Jill. Oh, can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead, Crystal.
I was just saying that I saw joy in my authors and all the things that they have been through. They didn't let bitterness stop them. And one of my most memorable authors was Jimmy. Jimmy had some disabilities, and he overcame it. His wheelchair and some of his other disabilities, and went on to write his story. So yeah, they were some very incredible authors, and none of them look like what they've been through. So it just encouraged me on my journey that no matter what's ahead of me, I can get through.
Yes.
Yeah, I would add to that this is also inspiration, right? For people out there in the audience who know that they have a book inside them and that they're not limited, right? That they can do it too. And it's possible, right?
Yeah, it definitely is possible. And one thing that Catherine said yesterday, she's over 70 or in her mid 70s. And she's like, I'm so glad that I found Reader's Magnet because I didn't know anything about social media or how to get it out. Don't even ask me if I got a Facebook. Don't ask me if I got an IG or any of that. She said, but Reader's Magnet told her, don't worry, we got you. We got all the social media for you, And so she's got 2 more books that's going to be coming out. And guess who's going to be publishing them? We are. So it's just amazing, to see. So there's no reason that anybody can't get their book out. There's no excuse. It's just to do it.
That's true.
Yeah, Reader's Magnet.
Dr. Jill, we need to hear from Dr. Crystal. Hold on just a sec.
Oh, okay.
Let's let Dr. Jill hop in, Dr. Jill. Just don't sit back. Hop in.
Well, I don't want to interrupt. The story was going so well. So, like all of you, I love the heart in all of these authors and the passion. And it's just, you can just bury yourself and leap right into their story and the way they explain their story. So I love all their heart in it. And so often they do write about what they're going through or experiencing. So I just really enjoyed being in the story of every single author that I spoke with and, just let everything else aside and dive into what they're talking about. That's been amazing. But I guess if we're picking out authors right now, I'll just talk about Margaret because I am fascinated with all of her stories and they're about her nieces and nephews. And she wanted to find a way to teach them some lessons outside of, electronics in this digital world. So she created a way to help educate them through her stories and just drew in so many other people along the way and other kids. And I just love the idea of the geography in there and, different locations and just things that excite kids and make them want to read again. So while I loved every single person I spoke to and listened to, I'm just highlighting her for right now because I thought she was very inspiring, but they were all absolutely amazing. And I love how they are using their passions and writing about it and sharing and teaching and also helping themselves cope in different ways too with what they write. The whole thing is beautiful. And this has been an amazing experience listening to all of them.
I'm okay, Crystal. Jump in. Hurry up.
No, I'm just saying how Reader's Magnet is like an open door. And it just reminds me of the scripture in Revelations chapter 3 when Jesus says he has opened a door that no man can close.
Yes.
That's all I want to
Yes.
say.
Good girl. Good girl.
Ellie, Miss Ellie. Authors, what do you
Yes.
all think about? What do you all think about the camaraderie that it has built among the authors? Now we don't just see.
It's just unreal. I mean, some of these people in that 1 hour that you have on a round table, these people are all buddies by the time it's over. I mean,
Absolutely.
The three men that I that were in a session of mine the other day on caregiving, and man, they just had so much to say to each other and so much to tell each other that I almost didn't have to even be there.
Yeah, that's the part I really liked.
They were, and they were different ages.
Yes.
And you had a young man who had sustained a brain injury. And he got through it by being a runner. You had the husband who had lost his wife. He was in his 60s. He got through it by being a runner. And then I had an elder Black gentleman who's honest to God, he had nephews that were killed in LA and a sister that died and his mother died. And he just had all of this tragedy, but he had the warmest smile. And I mean, you could have just hugged him. He was like a big bear. God, it was just, this stuff is heartwarming. And you're right, Marviette. I mean, the camaraderie, and quite frankly, the camaraderie that builds with us.
Right.
With us.
That's
Marviette talked about Bobby McLaren. I mean, Bobby McLaren is such an unbelievable individual, and I'm sorry she couldn't have joined us tonight. But her story is so compelling of a child, a child who contemplated suicide, and all that she went through. And the title of her book is like, how do you get that? How do you get from teddy bears to gunpowder? You know?
Yeah.
How do you get there?
Yeah.
The stories are so compelling. And, you know, we can say, well, I got a good story. You got a good story. My life is good. You're empowering 1 million women. You're doing this, you're doing that. But we've heard from a lot of people in the last 2 weeks that really have a lot to say.
Yes, we have.
And they're not all with Reader's Magnet, I might add. They're not all Reader's Magnet.
Yes.
And you know that gives that entity kudos in my mind to go ahead and just not make it for their own people, but to open it up to whoever wants to share their story with the world.
Right.
Yeah, that's amazing, Ellie. And that is something that, you know, I really, really love, you know, about Reader's Magnet, because you don't have to be an RM author, you know, to be here, right? But one of the things that I also love too, in 2 of the shows that we did, was that we pulled together, you know, some of you that were on, as well as author buddies that I know outside of RM, right? And, you know, to see how they were able to listen to each of you get on and share about your experience with Reader's Magnet. And that's something that I want for every author buddy that I have out there, to be able to have this type of experience, right? And so after that, we saw that they were interested in finding out more about RM because they want to connect with our family, right? And this is because they have heard from you guys, you know, they've seen me travel all around, but then to get to hear from you guys, you know, and that for me, it did wonders for me. And then even afterwards, to know the connections that were able to be made as a result of us coming together. And so it's not about me, it's not about one person or anything like that. It's about bringing a collective body together. So because we all are jointly fitted together, right? And so why not support support one another, and everything. And so that was so beautiful to see, going in those chats there, the connections that were able to be made just from those shows as well. And so it's amazing. We are a big family here, and I want more people to, because there is room in the end.
I love what you said about that.
What I will say is, and maybe this is another interesting question for all of you to ponder, or I'm going to share. How excited some of these people are about their books that you kind of have to. In about 4 sessions ago, I moderated an author, an old guy. I mean, this guy was old. He had a nurse with him, and she was sitting on the side of him, and she had a nurse with him. And his book was on the origin of soil. And it was like, you wrote a book about dirt? And in 60 minutes, he got from prehistoric times to the 1600s. And it was like, my God, how long would we have to go before he would continue to tell us about dirt? Well, this time I had a little man in one of my, and he wrote about light. Light. And it was, and he opened his book and he says, and I explained the different things about light with all of these pictures. And he had magnificent pictures that he had gotten out of art books and from museums. And it was like, it's interesting what rings your bell, but he wrote a whole book about light, and he was so happy that there were no mathematical equations in it.
I want to go back to what we were talking about, like how it brings us together, right? I mean, not only just like us right here as moderators, but as authors. Like, it's not about being a competition, right?
Right.
I think how a round table is put together, it brings everyone together. But also, this is not only here, but like if you go to an event, like the LA Times Book Fair, or I've been to the Printers Row in Chicago, right? And it's the same kind of vibe there. It's like all the authors are like mingling together and, getting to know each other and understanding, each other's books and, all of that. And it's just it's an amazing opportunity.
Absolutely.
And even when you read the books that are on the displays when you're in those events, if you go through and look at what's on those displays, it's like, so Fred, our backstage manager, would like us to all answer the question. I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I am. Joni, we're going to start with you, because you're so quiet down there.
I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I am so excited to share with the world what the whole profession of HR, human resource management, is all about. It's not about paper pushing. It's about being a strategic business partner that every organization needs.
Good for you. Okay, Crystal, you're up. You're an author with Reader's Magnet, and you are?
I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I am also the encourager, teacher, and founder of Pure Hearts. So come and check it out, www.purehearts.org.
Good for you. Okay, Dr. Jill?
I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I am grateful. I'm so grateful for Reader's Magnet and for our relationship together and all the opportunities that they've given me over and over again. They won't let me go, just like with all you guys too. And I love that. I really love that, because I might, just drift away a little bit, but when you draw me back in, I'm right there. And I just love our relationship. And all the different things we do, and they're so creative and just throw ideas back and forth with you. So I'm just really grateful for Reader's Magnet. I'm grateful for all you authors out there and all you moderators and friendship. So it's all wonderful. I'm grateful.
Good for you. Marviette?
I have to piggyback off of Dr. Jill. I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I am grateful, honored, esteemedly humbled for the ask. I often, over these past 2 weeks, have sat and just thought about the day I received the phone call from Reader's Magnet, and I literally looked at the phone like, who is this? Who is this? You are who? Doing what? And found what? And so I am completely humbled to have received a call. And I tell everyone now, honor the ask, appreciate the ask. You do not know where the one ask is going to lead you. That one ask has had me online for 2 weeks. And they have really they have really welcomed me in as a family member. And I'm so honored to be here. I love me some RM.
Amen.
That's pretty good. I hung up on Reader's Magnet 3 times when they called before they. I actually, and the third time that I picked up the phone, the poor little voice in the other end said, "Don't hang up! Don't hang up!"
So I'm not the only one then, huh?
No! Oh my God! No. Tish. You are an author with
I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I too am very grateful for the opportunity. I am grateful that Reader's Magnet found me. I am grateful that I've had the wonderful opportunity to be able to travel and to take my book into places that I did not know that I could go on my own, right? Sometimes you need a partner along the way, and I am so glad that I have partnered with Reader's Magnet. I am so grateful for the team with all of what they do to put up with Tish Barnhart. Now, I'm not a miss, y'all. Hey, they put up with Tish Barnhart, right? And so I just love, love, love the camaraderie. I love, love, love the family here. I love, love, love being named the hostess with the mostest. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Reader's Magnet. I love you guys, and I mean it.
How about that? Okay, Deb.
All right. So I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I am humbled as well for the ask. I am also very passionate about what I do and why I do it, and the fact that this platform can be, used to get the word out. And I too really gave them a run for their money before I signed up. Because there's a lot of apprehension around all of that, and is it really going to? Am I going to get the value from the money I'm investing? And I do believe that I have, and that's why I'm here. And I was humbled to be asked to moderate, and so that was very exciting to me, and I'm so grateful. And thanks for the opportunity.
Sarah, you're up.
All right. Well, I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I am thankful. To God be the glory that I'm here to share the story, to encourage, to continue basically knowing that why I'm here and my purpose. And it's just an honor, and it was very special. I'm growing each and every day. And it was so nice meeting everybody and all the great teachers. And Tish, I mimicked you as best as I could. That's how I did it.
You did amazing, girl. You did amazing.
And I just did the best I could. And with everything that has gone on, God made the way. And I'm just so thankful. And it was amazing to be with Reader's Magnet and share the stories and listen to the stories and to continue on. I love it. All the encouragement and all the love is definitely felt with Reader's Magnet.
Yes. Jill, you're up.
I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I am grateful and thankful for the opportunity and to grow my light and to connect globally with people on a deeper level and share my love with the world and connect our hearts to being authentic and to being the real us and growing that light and for God for his guidance and inspiration and intuition, and to just be a part of a wonderful community and a team where we can connect to people larger to become their highest version of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I am an author with Reader's Magnet, and I too have more than humbled, and I have said that over and over, that I am more than humbled and more than grateful. This is a very unique entity in the publishing world, where if you followed, I had a roundtable the other day on scams. And there are some really lousy people out there trying to take advantage of you, trying to sell you stuff that you'll never get, I can't believe the number of authors over the last couple of weeks who've said, I paid for this and I didn't get it. They assign two people to you to hold your hand, to tell you what's out there, to tell you what we can do, to tell you how we can do it. And to me, that's just been really important. I met Reader's Magnet, and trust me when I tell you this, ladies, I was green as my couch that's behind me. I was just green as grass when I started with them. It was just, I didn't know anything. I walked into a booth. I went with my book to Miami. Put it that way. I went with my book to Miami, and I was with a very dear friend of mine, whose husband said to her, "She's not going to go alone. You're going to go with her, because I don't want her traveling alone." Now, this is somebody's husband, and we walked into the booth, and John turned around and called me my name. He just said, "Hello, Ellie." And I'm telling you, that haunted me until just recently, when I said to him, it has haunted me for 5 years. How did you call me? And he said, when we go to book fairs, and this I think is important for people to know, that staff can talk about every single book that is being displayed. Mm-hmm. They study your picture, they study your book, they study your story.
Yes.
And they are not like other publishers. They open their booths at this is not an entity that you go to a book fair and you're going to walk past and all the books are on the shelf. This is an entity that will say, "Come on in and look at the books." And if you have questions, they can answer them.
Right.
They create a QR code for all the books so that people who are tech savvy can find you on your webpage or wherever you want them to find you. That's why I'm an author with Reader's Magnet. That's why I'm an author with Reader's Magnet. Fred, you got any more questions?
Ellie, how did you get two people assigned to you? You must be extra special. I only got one.
Actually, yeah. Well, actually, I have been dubbed. You've been the hostess with the mostest, Tish. I am Reader's Magnet's author advocate. If authors have found me, and if they're having a really hard time getting something done, or if their webpage isn't right, or if they can't get an Arrow or a PubCon to understand them, or they can't understand their Arrow or their PubCon, I have a number of times not butted in, but I have contacted Reader's Magnet and said, this is a problem this person is having, and that has always been resolved. I also do, and I also have for the last 4 or 5 years. There was a time when everybody they spoke to, when they'd call and they wouldn't hang up, but when they would call, everybody that seemed like everybody wanted a referral. Everybody wanted to know from somebody who had been with them. I respond to referrals. And we have a special format that we set up in terms of what do they want? What are you offering them? What are you pitching? And each letter is there's parts of it that are canned that I have developed with Dodge and with John and with some of the staff. But there are parts of it that you have to just make it to what they want. I mean, when people say, how do I know you're not a scam? You have to be able to say to them, well, here's some of the scams that are out there, and here's why they're not. And why they're not, frankly, is they have a fulfillment department. They have people that follow your orders. They have people that work interactively with you, that call you and that hold your hand.
Right.
And so now my publisher's consultant that I had for 3 years is now head of their training. They promoted her and took her away from me. And and I have gotten very few referrals because she knows how to train the staff, how to answer the phones, how to respond. And during TPOS, I got my first referral that I've gotten, I think, in 4 or 5 months. So they're evolving in a lot of different ways, but I'm not gonna give you I'm not gonna lie to you. I have worked with them. I have helped them. I have done whatever they have asked me to do. I have done with an open heart because that's what they have. They have an open heart. I mean, they got a wonderful staff. They got a wonderful staff. The people are good. If you got a problem, they'll help you resolve it. If you don't like something, they'll find out how to do it. My webpage, I kept saying to them, take the filters off of the colors. I want the colors to be vibrant. Take the filters off of the colors. They probably got really tired of hearing that. But I have a really nice webpage. And they just do good work, period. They're really professional. And they do good work, and they're creative. Look at the videos that have been playing in between our. Look at that.
Absolutely.
That creates them.
High quality.
But you know what that is too,
Yes.
Ellie? It is they
What?
study each person's personality and your book, and they put together a video that matches you.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
And that comes from studying you. When they talk to you, they pick up on everything. And one of the other things I like to say is they listen. They listen to what you have to say. I remember just meeting them for the first time in April last year, and I had one suggestion that I thought would be great. All I did was share it with John. He came back. He met with the whole team. And the next thing I knew, they said it was something that they had already kind of been pondering. But the next thing I knew, I was receiving a phone call and an email that Tish and I were co-hosting something called Authors Confidence Studio. And it just went from a suggestion, but they listen, and they don't just want to advertise and promote your work. They want you to grow as an author, because a wonderful book being published does no good if the author cannot passionately share and convey the message about their book.
Yes.
So I appreciate how they put in place things to literally help you grow. So you match your book and you match your work. I love that they listen.
Yes. That was definitely what I was going to say about the listening, because I can't tell you how many times have we worked for a place and you've made suggestions, you've talked
Right.
about something and it was never done, right?
Right.
And so that was one of the things that I would always say, hey, I am an author. And so this is what I see. This is what I think we need. This is what I
Right.
think the others would like. And so I love that they have an open mind to be able to
Yes.
hear from us, you know,
Yes.
as authors. Because after all, I am one, you are one. So who better to be able to give input than the authors themselves, right? To provide that feedback. And so I'm elated that, they have taken, the ideas and are still taking ideas and
Yes.
still implementing different things. And so we are seeing, the revolving, door here to just opening up just so many different things. And I can't wait to see what's next. I cannot
Yes.
wait to see what's
Yes.
next.
Well, and I think that's a testament. That's a testament. I mean, they're open to listening.
Positive.
Who does that? Who listens? Who doesn't think that theirs is the best? They've got all the answers. They know. Dr. Jill, talk to us a minute. What do you? We got 9 minutes, ladies, until season 7. Let's chew up the clock.
Season 7. Boy, it's hard to imagine topping season 6 here, but we're going to do it.
Yes.
Yes.
Right now, we're going to do it. It's going to be amazing. All new topics coming in, and we're just going to be so ready for it. It's going to be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Fred, do you have any comments? Is anybody watching us? Do you have any comments, or are we just having a good time by ourselves? Are any comments coming in that you want to share with us?
One or two fly through.
I think we need to schedule a cooking roundtable, Miss.
Yes.
Here we go.
Wow. Come on.
That part. And Ellie's going to put all the ingredients in there. She's going to give us all of it.
We need a cooking virtual, Miss Ellie. I am serious.
Well, it's gonna be a partner show because Marviette's getting my book. So
Yes. I am eagerly awaiting its arrival because I am a baker, and so she talked about some Oreo crunch balls. Am I saying it right? Oreo balls.
Sounds good.
Oreo balls. They're just Oreos, and all they are is Oreos and cream cheese. You crush up your Oreos and mix them with soft cream cheese and make little balls and roll them in sprinkles, and the kids love them for Christmas. And kids love them for holidays. They put them out and they
Any
just
other
pop them
bakers?
in.
Any other bakers on?
I bake too. I bake.
Bake too? Oh,
Yes,
yes.
I do. I love baking.
I
So
can't.
love
who's
it,
all
love
the
it.
eaters to the bakers? I'm the
What'd
eater
you
to
say,
the bake.
Tish?
I don't bake. I said, who's all the eaters? Who just likes
I'm
to
the
enjoy
eater.
I'm the eater. Y'all let me know who baking the peach cobbler.
Ish, we're so close together. We need to come together and bake or cook some things from Ellie's book and call her. We're so
Okay.
close together.
Look, we 30 minutes apart. No, 40
Yes.
minutes. 40 minutes apart.
Yes.
Look, let Ellie see how well we've done. And I'm telling you, I told Ellie this the other day that, people that do these cookbooks and recipes and things like that, you can follow it, but it does not come out like they do it. And I said, I think she's leaving something out. She don't let something out.
Well, she promised us.
How hard are to crush up Oreos and cream cheese, girls?
Look,
That's
just-
a
she just
piece
said
of cake.
all it is this. All it is that.
Well, no, she promised. She promised that everything is in the recipe because when I interviewed her last night, I literally asked her, Ellie, have you cooked?
Look, I'm just
Everything.
joking around with her. She know I'm joking around with
Have
her.
she cooked? But I asked her, and she
But
said,
I will
yes.
say that,
I cooked everything.
have y'all not found that whenever you do a
Yes.
recipe or you eat something from somebody and then you try to do it, it just don't come out like they did it.
Yes.
It's just
Or you see it on TikTok and then you're like, try to do it.
This
You know,
is
my
funny.
recipes are pretty. There are some very difficult recipes in the book, ladies. I will tell you that. But but those are what you get when you have 6 generations. I mean, the pioneers before us, they made things a lot different than we do. I mean, and they cooked a lot more. And we all know people that would go to the store and buy a bag of frozen fries before they'll peel a potato and make.
That's the best.
Fries.
Cut and peel. Love that.
What culture are your recipes from, Ellie?
Well, I'm Italian, and most of them are from Italian. Most of them are Italian, but I have recipes from some of my cousins, from my sisters-in-law. Marviette, I have an uncle who was from Texas, and he was an unbelievable cook. I've even got some of his recipes in there. So, Joni, what kind of food do you tell us about Jamaican food? Because we're talking about everybody else.
Jamaican food. We do jerk, which is spicy.
Yes.
Yes, we jerk chicken and jerk pork. That's the favorite here. And oxtail.
Yeah.
Curry goat, fried chicken, rice and peas. You call it rice and beans, the red kidney beans. Yeah, we love that. Ackee and saltfish.
I'm just that hungry.
Do you guys have plantains there too?
Plantains, yes, green and ripe. We fry them. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nice.
We have a lot of jerk restaurants in Chicago.
Oh yes, you do. I've been to Chicago. Yes. Right, but it doesn't taste exactly the same. You have to come to Jamaica to get the real jerk. On the side of the road. You have the jerk pan.
Right.
Oh, goodness. And all the secrets come out.
and that jerk is different from some of them that we know personally.
Oh wow.
Ellie, give me. Oh goodness.
So, Jill, tell me about. Okay, we'll wrap up in a second here. Tell me about Canadian. What makes Canadian cooking different?
Pizza. We eat a lot of pizza. We eat a lot of fast food. I eat a lot of salads and fruits, but I wish I was more versed in the spicing. My mom didn't cook growing up, so I kind of taught myself how to cook. So, but easy stuff. A lot of pasta, lasagna, and spaghetti. It's one of my favorites that I like to make, and pizza and a lot of ice cream. Big on ice cream. But yeah, not too much. We like our honey and our maple syrup and our, our sweets. I do. I like, chocolate covered apples and stuff like that.
I'll have to let you know how the Oreos ball.
Yes.
Well, yeah. You'll have to let me know. You'll have to let me know how. You'll have to let me know how many your 17-year-old can eat in 5 minutes.
Yes. Yes. This has been
well,
amazing.
ladies. I'm being told we need to wrap up. Man, has this been fun? What a way to end 14 days is relaxed, and there's John. I'm going to
welcome back.
I'm going to say there's John.
Hi, John.
Okay.
Come on in, John.
Secret, wait a minute. Secret, bring me up. I'm gonna and then we're gonna come back to John. Bring me up. Yeah. And then we're gonna come back to John.
But Ellie, okay. Before you wrap this session up, I just want to say something too. So
okay.
So do I go first? Or do
no.
Okay, so thank you. Not only am we haven't had dinner yet. It's 8:20 in the East Coast, ladies, and y'all talking about good food. And, it's just making me more hungry, But what's more full than my thoughts right now is my heart. Okay, this Reader's Magnet heart is actually full because of all of you. We try to stay as close as we believe in as we really tell the world that we do share stories with the world. Platforms like these, signature events like these, just keeps us true, keeps us
Yes.
true to our word. So I can go around the room here. Jill, Night Power, thank you for being that ball of positivism from the cool region of this continent. Sarah,
My pleasure.
Sarah, you have
Steak
your
burgers.
yes, Sarah, your well, good thing, Jill. There's no polar vortex like we experienced the previous years, right? Like Canada to New York.
Lots of
But Sarah,
skiing.
yeah, Sarah, as I was saying, your story inspires ours. Oh my goodness, Deb, uh, 80 from I don't know. Maybe your next book can be like from the cheese of Wisconsin to what not from Haiti, right? Your story is really something that most of us, including myself, can actually resonate with. And oh, it's the hostess with the mostest dish. I cannot believe how the end of 2023 up to the whole year of 2024 has brought us to every nook of this world. Definitely, this world is getting smaller as we have survived several cities in different continents. So thank you very much. Um, Joni, HR is always the heart of every organization. Without HR, I don't even know how Reader's Magnet lives. So Leah, my one of the staff members or the senior manager for HR should actually talk to you, Joni, because like a fair goer while watching your interview, it was eye opening, and at the same time also it reminded me a lot of things that we used to do and that we didn't do that we should do, right? So I think that's
Yeah.
what HR is there for. Ellie, my goodness, you mentioned Miami. Wow, Miami was Miami. Fearless people, fearless weather, and we just got everything there. But it was a good time to meet you and your friend, and it was great time. So how we've evolved from Miami is just also is something that, yeah, it is unbelievable. But I think it's also all because of really sticking to the fundamentals when you really highlighted how we prepare for book events. I have 2 pages here that I'm gonna run through later as I close the whole festival, because without the team, my team members, I wouldn't want to say staff, but with my team members, with my colleagues here at Readers Magnet, I mean, it was as if things were, miracles were just hitting us,
Same.
because there's a lot of production around
Yes.
all of this. So again, Ellie, not only is Ellie stuck with us, ladies, but all of you, right? And Marviette, wow, with that white ensemble that you had in LA, to all your pearls, that you shoved to us, right? And willingly take. I mean, ladies, Marviette is just, is like this woman, not only with good stance and very powerful, but she is also someone that we can definitely learn from. So
Absolutely.
Thank you, Marviet. Dr. Jill, oh my goodness. From your little booth last year, right? And now to this awesome background. We've evolved, Dr. Jill, and it's nice to have met your son. I don't know, was
Thank
that
you.
in LA or in Chicago?
LA.
LA,
Yes.
yes. And Dr. Jill has just a slew of books that we can learn from. The one that's on top of her is just one of many. How many books do you have now, Dr. Jill?
9.
None.
And then 7 online courses.
Who can top that here? Who can top that?
No, she got it. She got it.
She got it.
Yeah,
got it.
Oh, Dr. Jill.
Wow.
my goodness, 9 books. And oh my, and last but definitely not the least, Crystal, come on. Huh? That's what I always hear from her. Again, from LA. Her whole tribe, her whole crew, her support her like anything. And when you see that, I'm also amazed because as I was telling Ellie the other day, there's like that symbiotic respect between her and her family, and that's really a gauge of of a great person. And Crystal's heart also was shown in Chicago, where she was sharing and with her powerful words and her T-shirt. You have a T-shirt, right?
Yeah, I have a T-shirt line. Like I have this Forevermore and Pure Hearts.
Marviet has a shirt too, ladies.
Yes, my pain paid me.
Yeah. Those of you who have merches, just let me know so that we can do something about it. But definitely, when you look at this powerhouse of women, it just and hey, I'm in New York, right? And the only song that keeps playing in my mind right now is "Who Run the World."
Yeah, we do.
Who run the
Girl
world?
power.
Come on, you can do better. Who run the world? Women, girls, right? Beyonce is just next door. No, I'm kidding. But look at this. Look at this. It's just a powerhouse of powerful women. It's just a powerhouse of powerful stories. It's just a bevy of beauties. It's just a bevy of beautiful stories. It's you, right? And again, my heart is very full. I got sentimental the other day watching Tish's show, and listening to each and every one of you, and really also having to realize where we came from when I first met Ellie. And it's been a lot of
Yeah.
work. Right? It's
Yeah.
been a lot of work,
Yeah.
but it is
Yeah.
worth
A lot of
it.
changes.
A lot of changes and a lot of work, but it is worth it, right? And I don't know, because we're talking a lot of diversity here, and I just see all
Yes.
women, but that's
Yeah.
fine, right? Women rule, definitely women rule, and without women like you in our lives, it's definitely life with less color. But I just have to tell you, all of you authors that are watching, um, thank you, right? And especially to it's someone's alarm has gone off, and it is 8:30, and we have to wrap up. But I wanted to personally
Okay. I wrap up first, and then we're going to go to you, and you can do your 2 pages.
Yes.
Okay.
So let me
Okay.
just tell you that all of you will be getting something this week. Okay, your author relations officer will be reaching out to you, and Dr. Jill, it's everyone almost always have two. So it's a publishing consultant and the author relations officer. But your author relations officer will reach out to you. We will be sending something, a token of our appreciation to all of you that have really contributed to this fabulous and beautiful chapter of the Festival of Storytellers. Back to you, Ellie.
so much, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
John.
Thank you.
Okay, we have come to the end of chapter 6, the Festival
Yes.
of Storytellers. This is such an extraordinary international event for authors, fairgoers, and moderators, and the staff. Reader's Magnet is the only publisher who sponsors an annual virtual event that provides an opportunity for authors to share and showcase our books, our persona, and our brands.
Yes.
Broadcast in Canada, the US, United Kingdom, and Australia. It's an opportunity for authors to share their stories with the world, truly share our stories with the world. How do we know that it's a world event? Well, often a message will be displayed on the screen, which reads, "Good morning," and we're streaming at 8 o'clock at night, as we are now. This event takes many, many people, as John said, and many months to direct, produce, and to plan. Reader's Magnet does indeed have a very truly dynamic executive management team to guide their staff. There's communication, collaboration, and planning at all levels, from management to staff, to the moderators, and to the authors who participate. I've been involved with this event since the staff planned chapter 1, and every year has been different, but this year TPOS was displayed on a true state-of-the-art platform. TPOS allows authors a unique opportunity. Fairgoers have had the opportunity over the past 2 weeks to educate, to be educated, to communicate, to be entertained, and to participate with all of us at the roundtables and the Author of the Hour sessions. Personally, I want to thank John and the staff for inviting me to be part of 12 of the 14-day opening sessions with John. Tish was with one of us with us. I am, as we have all said, as these ladies have all said, we are humbled and grateful. It has been fun. And on behalf of all the participants, I thank John and the Reader's Magnet staff and management for their dedication and extraordinary efforts to ensure a successful event. As the Reader's Magnet author advocate, I declare season 6 a success. And I look forward to season 7 and to being a part of it. And I hope that when you see it promoted and advertised, all of those out there watching us will join us again. Until then, please be safe, stay well. Ladies, at Reader's Magnet, all the Thank you and good night.
Bye for
now.
Bye, ladies.
Tell us about your book.
Yes, my name is David Witherington Stewart. I'm a Florida author. I'm 80.
Carol Kinney is a writer. I write
Our very intimate Reader's Magnet author we have here, Alan Karen Rennie. It is Unfaded Beauty, book 1 of 4, the new Proverbs 31 Women series.
right. Oh wow. I just have to say, right? My heart is still overflowing. My heart is still overflowing, and not only did we hear geez real testimonies from from women around the country, but really women authors and bona fide authors at that. So thank you very much to all the hosts. Thank you for all the moderators. You know, we saw earlier, we saw Ellie, we saw Tish, we saw Dr. Jill, we saw Crystal, and I'm of course I'm reading from my list. I'm old school like that. Sarah, thank you very much. Joni from Jamaica, thank you. Deb, thank you. Jill, Nye Power from Canada, thank you. Lady Million, Marviette, of course, thank you. And to the other women, or to the other ladies that weren't there, Bobby McLaren, I'd like to thank you as well. Your story is always inspiring. Andrea, Peponakis, Matzner, Andrea, thank you very much for helping us. And Carmen, I mean, you know, we first met in Guadalajara, Mexico, and boy, you know, you blew us all away with, you know, with the stands, and with really manifesting and truly manifesting women empowerment. So thank you to you. Kimmy Little John wasn't also in the session, but thank you. And then last but not the least, we have two actually. So these two women have helped us greatly. Alyssa Mortel, also from Colorado, from Aspen, Colorado, actually. Thank you. Again, I think this journey wouldn't be complete without you. So thank you, Alyssa. And last but not the least is, you know, our friend and another author of two great books from Hawaii. Aloha, Dr. Wee. Dr. Wee, I'd also like to thank you very much. I mean, you know, this group of women has really moderated, hosted, and led us to conversations where we pick up a thing or two, or even three for that matter. But I'd like to thank every single speaker, also the, you know, panelists that have joined the roundtable sessions. Folks, I'm telling you, right? We've had a total of 38 authors of the hour. So 38 sessions that really highlighted these authors. We had also 38 roundtable sessions. Most of the roundtable sessions also, we couldn't accommodate more authors that we really thought we could, because obviously there is a stage to manage. But 38 sessions, book trivia sessions, 14 book trivia sessions. We are going to snail mail those books, those prizes, and even the Kindle winners. We've also had 14 book shout out sessions. Book shout out sessions are very, very important, because this is the segment where we have books of our authors that's just being discussed and being mentioned, or having a shout out around them, so that people will know more about their books. So again, there is a lot. There was a lot going on. we had the highest viewed live session um, of over 1,500 views, right? So our sessions, span from, or the viewers that were watching, or the fairgoers that were watching our sessions had like, were like more than 1,000. But at one point, Dr. Gittleson, our session reached 1,000 1,098, and this is just in the website alone. This is not compounded with the others. And when we compound everything with all our social media platforms, easily there were sessions like Tish's sessions, Ellie's sessions that were over 1,500 views. And it just overwhelms me sometimes when we are actually able to live by what we believe in, which is really sharing your stories with the world. So with that being said, shout outs to our authors of the hour. Yeah, we will reach out to you. We have our Reader's Magnet Digest. It's a January edition. It's a midwinter edition. That is obviously featuring Dr. Susan Gilson, and with her are a lot of the authors like Doris Lavone, Thomas Sheets, Sharon Jefferson. We also have Brant Fetcher, Deborah Lee Fader, and the list goes on. Right? We will dedicate, and we will make sure that a video is done featuring all the authors of the hour, and probably even all the roundtable sessions. And then thank you. So from the bottom of Reader's Magnet's heart, I thank you. I thank you. Right? There's just been a lot of stories told, and truth be told, that we are honored. We are honored to be with just a number of authors. So folks, just to be clear, okay, yes, there were just 38 sessions across 14 days. There was like 14 book trivia and book shout out sessions. But guess what? There is a total of 980 books or book titles, unique book titles that you can find and that has been featured here. So if you are an author here, you are amongst, or if you have a book, you're an author and you have a book that is being featured here in Reader's Magnet, there's actually 980 titles. So that's close to 1,000 books for season 7. And I think this really is, apart from season 1, I think this is chapter 1. Chapter 7 has been the most successful. Now with 980 titles, we have 821 unique authors. Yes, we could only hear 38, or we could hear actually just 102 authors in and out between the authors of the hour and the roundtable sessions. But there are 821. If you can do a count in our website, there's a bookstore there. Those are all the authors that are part of the Festival of Storytellers Chapter 7. And I'm just floored, right? That this is the amount of books that we have for you. This is the amount of titles that we have for you, because every story counts. Every story counts. And as we also have here in the Festival of Storytellers, we are going to announce the winners of the Quill Inspirational Awards. But before that, what is there to expect from 2025? I'm excited. I am just, you know, um, I cannot wait for these book events to happen. In March, we will have the London Book Fair. We are a golden sponsor there. We have a spot at the London Book Fair, Olympia, London, folks. This is happening March or next month. In April, we're going to have two events. It's going to be the Los Angeles Confab, hosted, of course, by Tish. Nonetheless, and then after, just a day after the Los Angeles Confab, we will have the Los Angeles Times Festival of Books. So this is the biggest book fair in America. This is the biggest book fair in the U.S. We are gonna showcase more than 200 books, close to 300 books there, as well as those number of authors. So watch out for that. The LA Confab and the Los Angeles Times Festival of Books happening in April. So in March and June, there's going to be some Asian events like Hong Kong and the other events. But stay tuned for that, because right after this or tomorrow, when we get back in regular programming, we're going to finalize the schedules for May and June. But definitely stay tuned for that, because we have an Asian city that we're going to choose. After having been in Asia, we're going to go back as a sponsor as well at the Printers Row Lit Fest in Chicago, the biggest and longest running book fair in the Midwest. So the Printers Row Lit Fest just happens right smack in downtown Chicago. Such a fabulous event. Streets and blocks are going to be closed just for this event. It is like an outdoor event that we have in LA, but in LA we were in the confines of the huge campus. This event in Chicago is going to be in the streets. In the streets of Chicago, where there's also a food festival that's happening blocks away. So when a book festival and a food festival happens together, you will see the amount of energy and the amount of excitement that we have in the whole city of Chicago. So the Chicago Confab is also going to be hosted by Tish. It is another signature event of Reader's Magnet. The Festival of Storytellers is our first signature event. We also have the Confab that's happening twice this year, one in LA and one in Chicago, just right before the mega fairs. So the Confab really allows authors to get to know one another. The Confab really just warms up the author for the bigger shows. But this is a show in itself. This is an event in itself by Reader's Magnet, just to make sure that the authors are and their books are being highlighted in the cities of Chicago and Los Angeles. After Chicago, and this will be in October. So Oktoberfest is always done at the Frankfurt International Book Fair. Reader's Magnet has another space there. This is the third year that we have as a solo exhibitor at the Frankfurt International Book Fair, but this is our 7th year with this great and awesome event, which is, by the way, the biggest in the world. Now, to wrap up the year, we always have our year ender in Guadalajara, Mexico. Guadalajara, Mexico is also the biggest Latin or Spanish-speaking book fair in the world, right? Not only is it the biggest book fair in Latin America, Central and Latin America, but Central and South America, which composes of Latin America, but it is the biggest Spanish speaking book fair, and we cannot wait for that. So, and of course, with that, we are going to also feature. We're going to get ready for the Festival of Storytellers, Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is going to happen January of 2026. I have here my cheat sheet in front of me. We are going to have the awarding of our January challenge. Drop your book title. It will be picked through. Will it be picked live, Fred, from the backstage? Yes. Okay. So can we do that now? Let's do that now, right? So we can have our January winner for our January challenge. So Fred, without further ado, spin the wheel. This is exciting. So we're gonna look for 2 winners for a featured author interview and 1 winner of a Kindle. So our first winner is Travis K. Hart. So Travis K. Hart, if you're watching or anyone knows Travis K. Hart, please feel free to contact the Reader's Magnet staff. And the author interview is going to be done at your convenience. We are going to have this with our resident hosts. And Travis, congratulations. Let's look for a second winner. All right, our second winner is Lynn Taylor. Congratulations, Lynn. You also have won a free author interview by Reader's Magnet. We are going to reach out to you, but if anyone of Lynn's friends are watching, let her know. Lynn, if you're watching, let us know. You won an author interview. And Fred, how do we raffle the Kindle? Do we raffle a new name, or is it between Lynn or Travis? A new name. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do that. Let's spin the wheel. So let's see who this is. The winner of a brand new Kindle. It's got to be mailed to them. I need a new Kindle. I don't know about you. Tamara Morgan. Tamara Morgan, you are the brand new winner with a brand new Kindle. So congratulations, Tamara. Another Kindle is gonna be sent to you. So we have Travis, Lynn, and Tamara, right? Tamara, Travis, and Lynn. If anyone who knows, if you're watching, Lynn, Travis, or Tamara, please feel free or get in touch with a Reader's Magnet staff so that we can schedule that interview. And for Tamara, we can mail you. We can mail you your new device. So we also are gonna do a raffle for brand new Kindles for our TIFOs or the Festival of Storytellers trivia questions. Let's do that, Fred. Let's do that. We have a total of 40 participants for this, and we will pick 2. We will pick 2. Let's get the wheel spinning. Oh, this is exciting, right? I always appreciate a new device. And if it's a Kindle that's going to be shipped to you, that should be awesome. And look at that. We have Cameron Davis. Cameron Davis, you won a Kindle from Reader's Magnet. Okay, Cameron Davis, from our trivia questions, drop us a note. Anyone who knows Cameron, again, feel free to connect with us so that we can mail your Kindle. Let's do the other Kindle. We have a beautiful wheel there with a lot of colors, and we are gonna have another winner for this brand new device. And it's still Cameron Davis. Yes, let's do another spin because obviously Cameron Davis already won. Wow, Cameron Davis, you have to get a Powerball or the Mega Lotto because your name came out twice. What are the odds? There's a new name. It's Rosen Donalds. Okay, so Rosen, you won yourself a brand new Kindle. Congratulations to you. And now, oh my goodness, this is really great because we have the Quill Awards, and for a couple of seasons now, we haven't had a winner, all because of various reasons, from technicalities to all of that. But Ellie was one of our winners from season 1. She got a Quill Award. A Quill Award represents a lot of things. A Quill Award is I think, or we think at Reader's Magnet, very important because it's the winner's story that stood out. We're not saying that the other stories were of less importance, or the other stories were not important, but in every single in every single contest, there has to be winners, right? And as we saw actual authors moderate, actual authors be the hosts of this prestigious event, we also had authors judge. So I think it was a very tough decision. It was a very tough decision because we had almost I think we had, to be exact, 57. We had a list. We had a list of over 100 authors, but it was shortlisted to 57 storytellers, or 57 authors, and then further shortlisted to 10. Okay, as the festival went on, and now we are happy to announce the 3 winners of the Quill Inspiration Awards. We are gonna call, I think, one of 3 winners. Fred, who is with us today? Who is with us today? We have Dr. Robin Gethers, right? Dr. Robin Gethers has a book that's entitled From Trauma to Triumph. Can Dr. Robin Gethers join me? Do we have Dr. Robin Gethers?
Yes. Hello there.
Oh, congratulations, Dr. Robin.
Thank you so much. I'm elated. There's not enough words that can show or express my gratitude as being a winner.
Yes.
I just, you can tell all over my face how excited I am.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Dr. Robin, tell us briefly about your book and the story behind it.
Okay, so the book is From Trauma to Triumph. So I journal exactly without getting much into details, which I actually did in the book. But from how I went from child to trauma, um, from molestation to rape to substance abuse to domestic violence, I just share my story. I'm a board certified counselor, motivational speaker, award winning. And, as a counselor, I am not used to being vulnerable. This put me in a different space. It really did. I'm used to being transparent, but not vulnerable. So I had to just kind of dig within and say, okay, a friend of mine reminded me, Dr. Robin, it's not your story. Is I can speak to other women and I'm very much involved in the community, but your book is for other people.
Yes.
Yes. So that's why I
Wow.
just had to get the pen and paper and start writing. Yes.
Yeah. So, Dr. Robin, I am not sure. So, who nominated you, Dr. Robin?
It was my assistant that nominated me.
You have to give her a gift, right?
Exactly. Maybe a Kindle.
Maybe a Kindle. Maybe a Kindle. Yes. So how long have you published your book, Dr. Robin?
Would you believe I just finished the book?
That's okay. So it's not yet published.
Yes. No, it has not yet. I literally just completed my manuscript.
Look at that.
This is just like, it just has me in awe, to say the least. Yes.
I mean, look at the timing.
Yes.
What's meant to be is really meant to be, Dr. Robin.
Yes, exactly. And I hate to sound like a broken record, but I am just so excited.
Yeah.
To be chosen to be a winner. It's just, I'm over the moon.
Well, not yet, because we're gonna make you over the galaxy, over the Milky Way.
Okay.
After we would have gone from project to project to project to project, because I'm telling you, we're tying you to the hip for 2025. We're gonna help you. We're gonna assist you. We are gonna guide you. We're gonna be there for you. And your book, as I've told the ladies in the previous session, I don't know if you were watching, but these wonderful authors have really told their stories, and
yes,
their stories is already immortalized and made into their legacy because they have a book.
Yes.
And is this your first book, Dr. Robin?
It is.
Oh,
it is. It
yes.
is. It really is. And and yes, I was so hesitant. I didn't want to go in that space of reliving or just bringing back old past trauma and hurt. But I had to. I felt I had to be a voice for somebody else that didn't have a voice, that was scared to share, what they went through or what they are going through. So I felt obligated to be their voice.
Yeah. And then, what a shame, because look at you now. I mean, you're a doctor, right? And
yes.
If you survived and you went through, and if you were successful, having gone through all that, and be the person that you are now, and that story has to be told, Dr. Robin.
Yes, it does. And just to let people know, I'm not a doctor. I have a doctorate degree.
Okay.
Yes, yes. I'm a board certified Christian counselor. And I was going to go into psychology or psychiatry, but I felt that's not where God was leading me to.
Okay.
And being, having this title of doctor, it has just it's education, of course, but it's opened up a lot of doors of opportunity to say, well, hey, you know what? And then with the upcoming with this book, it has just broadened other horizons that I just can't. Again, I am just, the smile is all over my face,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to, I'm speechless,
Oh, you
actually.
don't have to say anything anymore. Where are you from, Dr. Robin? Which part of the country are you from?
I'm from New York, currently
Oh.
living in Alabama.
Okay.
Big jump. Yes.
Huge, huge. Which part of New
Huge.
York?
I'm from White Plains, New York, and
Okay.
currently residing in Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay. Well, you're from the upstate, so but Alabama is still Alabama. I mean, Alabama is great, and
Yes.
I'm sure you're rocking it there too. But it's all about how you acclimate, right? How you acclimate.
Exactly. And it was a little difficult acclimating to the city because I'm not used to living in a small, I call it a big small city, but it's not what you know so much, it's who you know, especially in a smaller town like this. But my life has just been truly blessed to meet the right people to just elevate the things that I'm doing, being on the board of directors at a couple of organizations, nonprofits, being a motivational speaker, talking about mental health, because that's one of my specialties as well, being a mental health advocate, domestic violence activist. I'm very, very involved in the community here in Montgomery, Alabama. And accompanying that with a lot of speaking engagements, again, speaking about these topics, especially mental health. Very, very important. It's not a gender, it's not a gender thing. It's not, pardon me, it's not a race thing. It's a people thing when you speak about mental health. So it's probably the next book talking about mental health and just the severity. It's time to end and break the stigma that we have surrounding mental health.
Yes.
People don't want to talk about it. Well, we need to start having not a monologue, but actually a dialogue about mental health, the struggles that we all go through. Nobody is immune. The counselor's not immune. Nobody is immune because at the end of the day, we're all struggling with something.
True.
And it's just how we navigate through that process.
Wow, look at that. We already have a snippet of what's to come.
Yes.
Dr. Robin over here has definitely a lot of space and this book to share with you. So, Dr. Robin, I think good things come to good people, right? And I believe you are a good person, trying your best to help not only not only folks from Alabama or folks from New York, but really from all corners of the world.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I emphasize I'm here to be a voice for the voiceless. That is my motto, promoting this book. The untold stories.
Yes.
People, women, and we think about domestic violence as being just women. Of course, the majority of domestic survivors are women, but there is a very small percentage that men deal with domestic violence as well. So we can't leave men out as well. It's addressing this narrative of what does a domestic violence survivor look like. So again, these are all narratives and stuff that I really delve into my book, addressing, as I mentioned, my childhood trauma, the things that I went through in an abusive marriage, and how God delivered me and saved me, and just by putting me in contact with the right shelters and
Yes.
just, the therapists that, helped me along my way and my journey. And these are things that I feel that it's just it's imperative to stress to others. I'm thankful that I don't look like what I've been through. Very, very thankful.
Yes. Yeah. And the fact that you wouldn't want others to look like you when you went through those things is very admirable. So,
Thank
you know,
you.
Dr. Robin, again, you are going to be assigned an author relations officer.
Okay.
And we are within this week. I will make sure that someone contacts you and then discusses to you, or discuss to you the plan, the strategy, and really where to go, how to go, and what to do, and the next steps.
Sounds good. I am so looking forward to it. Yay, yay, Reader's Magnet. Yay.
Hey, Dr. Robin.
You're a winner. Yay.
Yes, you are. You are a winner. So,
Yes.
Dr. Robin, I definitely will be seeing you, more of you actually as we progress, or as we journey together in 2025. I think it's destiny that that you found us and we found you, so
Yes.
that again, you are going to be our next great author.
All right.
All right. Dr. Robin, you have a good night. I'm
Thank
sure
you
will
as well.
good sleep, good rest, and
Yes.
you'll rock it for the brand new week tomorrow.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Thank you once again to Reader's Magnet. I'm just, again, beyond grateful and appreciative of winning this award. Beyond grateful.
Well, again, our goal is not only to take you beyond the moon, but beyond this galaxy that we call the Milky Way.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh,
My
yeah.
bags are packed. My
All
bags are
right.
packed on. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, Dr. Robin, you have a good night.
Thank you. You as well.
All right, Fred.
Bye-bye.
Let's bring in our second winner for tonight. Our second winner for tonight is Doctor. We have a lot of doctors tonight. Is this Josiah?
Yep.
All right. Josias. Okay. Dr. Josias Jean-Pierre.
Yep.
Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Sir, tell us about you. Tell us about. Do you even have a book?
I do. I have 7 books.
Okay.
Yes, I am. First of all, thank you. It's an honor to even be here.
Congratulations.
Thank you. When I got the call, I got the email first, and I said, "Wait, huh? What happened?" And then I got the call. I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm a 7-time author. I'm a national, international award-winning speaker and an author. I'm a 3-time Amazon bestseller. I have been featured on magazines, celebrity magazines out of Nigeria, the Success International magazines out of Canada. I am a board certified credit consultant.
Okay.
And what I do is I just talk about the pain with purpose. My hurt taught me, my people motivated me book is actually my 5th book out of my 9 books. That really talk about my purpose, my hurt. When you talk about depression, you're talking about I am a 3-time suicide attempt survivor. And I talk about that as, especially when we talk about mental health, and talk about really people who, we've been told in society that men can't speak up, men got to be quiet, fake it till you make it. But what do you do when you can't fake it?
Dr. Josias, is there any way that you can speak to the microphone better, because it's coming out muffled?
Yeah, hold on, 1 sec.
Sir, congratulations, man. I mean,
thank you.
I think that sounds better.
That's better?
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
Okay.
So you were talking about your 5th or your 6th book?
Yeah, so my book this is my 5th book out of my 9 books, which has won an International Impact Book Award, named Author of the Year out of South Africa, making waves throughout national, international. And my goal, even as I'm writing this book, is talking about really people see the glory, but they don't see the story. And I see, you know what, as someone who's battled mental health, who faced depression, I know I received 2 honorary doctorates, one in national and one international. And with this book, like we talk about the importance of talking about your journey, talking about really your healing process, because I truly believe that your story could be a healing journey for somebody else.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, wow. When did you start writing?
2016.
2016, and you already have how many books?
9 books.
So you're averaging 2 books or 1.5 per year.
A year, yep.
Wow, you can write. Okay, so which part of the United States are you from?
Seattle.
Seattle. Wow, the West Coast. Okay.
West Coast.
What time is it there now?
It is 6:18.
Okay, 6:18. Okay. So who nominated you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay. So well, you won, right? Well, we will tell you who nominated you. I think they can, they can pull up the, the records to.
Oh, Jason Edward? That was my former college teacher. In junior college. Wow. Okay.
Talk about 2 surprises in one night, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, you look at that. So what's so your professor in junior college, right? Or
yeah,
your teacher. So he really believes in you.
He was my English teacher. Because I always came in the first one in the class, pen and paper ready to go. When it came to writing essays, I always write 10-page essays, even though the maximum was 5 pages. I just never knew how to minimize the length of the essay. I have so much to write about. So he always said, you know what, one day you're going to become a powerful author and you're going to write a lot of books one day. I mean, you think so? He goes, I can see it because we give you an assignment with the next week. It's already been done for you. You've already done it. So, wow. You never know who's watching, because he was my professor in 2011 in college. So, to reach 2025, that lets me know that even throughout these years, he's still watching my work, and I had to reach out to him.
And hey, for a professor in college to remember a student, I mean, you know how big our classes were in college, right? And you know how I mean, unlike high school and elementary, it's a different ball game. And he remembered you, my friend.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So congratulations. Again, before the week will end, an author relations officer, that's what we call them, will reach out to you. We will help you with your journey. We will get to know more about which book are we gonna promote for this year. But definitely, there's already a calendar of activities. Like we already have a calendar of events that we're gonna attend for 2025.
Wow.
Any questions from me so far, Dr. Josias?
No questions.
Okay. So congratulations, and yeah, I will personally be hearing from you. We're gonna, again, we're gonna present you, and we're gonna lay out a plan for one of your books, and or if there's another book that's already brewing, we can definitely help you with that too.
Okay.
So Well, you won what you won, and I think there's a reason why we met you, and there's also a reason why you're gonna be with us here at Readers Magnet.
I'm ready for it.
All right. So thank you, Dr. Josias Jean Pierre from Seattle, Washington. You have a good night.
You too.
Okay. So last but not the least, because we have 3 winners that were chosen by all our authors. Again, we had over 100 participants, shortlisted to 57, and then further shortlisted to 10, and now we choose 3, not in any order, right? But or not in any significance. We spoke to Dr. Josias, we spoke to Dr. Robin, and now we are gonna speak to a mother and a daughter. Look at that.
Hello.
Is
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. How are you? How are you doing, Gloria?
I'm doing great. Thank you. We're so excited to be honored with this award today.
Yes. The Quill of Inspiration Awards is really Readers Magnet's way to give back, right? We have over 1,000 titles. We have close to 1,000 authors with more than 1,000 titles, and what we do, what we try to do each year is to really give back to the folks and experience the Readers Magnet experience. So who's the primary author here? Is it Olivia or is it Gloria?
I'm the primary, but Olivia is a co-author, has contributed just as much, in my opinion, to the book, and the story really is about her.
Oh, okay. Wow. So tell us a little something about it.
Yeah, I'll just start, if I can, by talking about Olivia and I, because we are Indigenous to Canada. We're both Inuvialuit. We're a member of the Inuvialuit settlement region, which is way up in the Western Arctic of Canada. So I was born in a small remote community of Tuktoyaktuk, which is on the shores of the Arctic Ocean. You can't get further north, I don't think. We are part of the Inuit people of Canada, just to clarify.
Sure. Thank you.
When Olivia was 13 years old, she told me that she wanted to become an actress, a professional actress. And I was a little worried about that. She said that when she was 18, she was going to move away from home to pursue her dreams. And I tried at the beginning to dissuade her.
Mhm.
And, there was no dissuading her. She was adamant. And, I had to think about it and think, it's important to support your children's passion, especially in the arts. And I decided that why not? She was 13. I had 5 years to create a strong foundation for her if she really is going to move away from home. So I chose to become her manager. And I can't say how rewarding it really was, because I got to spend 5 years of her teen years. She literally moved away from home at 18 and pursued her dreams of acting. And we did everything together, and we learned about the film industry. She built her resume, and she is a very successful actress that I am so proud of, especially coming from where we come from as Indigenous people. And we had a lot of people ask us, what did you do? What did you and Olivia do for her to be so successful? And
Yeah.
so we decided, we want to share with other parents, especially in an industry where, it's not always safe for children. And so we decided to write a book that is twofold. It's a guidebook for parents and young people on how to set yourself up for success. And it's also a memoir of the things that we experienced as she built her career.
Wow.
I'm just stop there and pass it on to Olivia because she see what she wants to add.
Hey, Olivia, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having us.
Congratulations.
I always forget that I have to talk to because she's so great. I just want to listen to her tell a story every time. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. I think the book is going to be a really great resource for. It already has been quite a great resource, from what I hear, for people beginning in the industry and also people who are already a little bit experienced. I feel like everybody can get something out of the book. So it's been a really wonderful experience, especially working with my mom too. Not a lot of people get that opportunity, I think, to work so closely with their families. So it's been really beautiful.
Nice. I mean, being a stage mother, this is literally being a stage mother, and guiding the others that would actually want to enter the industry. But when you say memoir, but self-help, that really fits the mold of our model here at Readers Magnet, because we have tons and tons of memoirs that were written in several ways. In fact, if you were watching the show earlier, there was this author, Ellie Gacera, who really wrote a memoir and came out with a cookbook. Right? So that's that spin, and I cannot wait to get hold of the actual book that you have, Gloria and Olivia. And yay, Canada is represented, right? I thought you were also from the US, like the other two winners. And it's a pleasant surprise that we have a winner from Canada as well, right? So that's good. So Gloria, you will be assigned an author relations officer. Gloria and Olivia, you ladies will be assigned an author relations officer again. And like I told the two doctors before you, the map or the strategy is going to be discussed with you. Of course, everything has to be with your consent. So feel free to chime in. If the timing is not right, then that's fine. We adjust. We're very flexible and all of that good stuff. But hey, it's a Sunday and both of you won. Congratulations, ladies.
In my language, we would say "Kuya Naini," and that means thank you so much from the bottom of our heart.
You are very welcome. How do you say you're very welcome?
I don't know.
We have to look it up.
Yeah, you are very welcome, Gloria. Again, so you are Pacific Standard Time, right?
I think Olivia is Pacific, and I'm Central. I'm right now located in Alberta.
Okay,
Mountain Standard Time.
Mountain, it depends if it's daylight saving time, but yeah. Well, okay, so Alberta, and then you, Olivia, are in.
I'm in BC, British Columbia.
Okay. So
in British Columbia, yeah.
So Pacific, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And the primary contact is going to be your mom. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She's good with all that stuff.
Yes. Congratulations to both of you ladies. Congratulations. That I guess this is destiny. Who nominated you?
I actually filled out the survey because I'm a firm believer, and I've been promoting with Olivia to celebrate your successes. And she works so hard. I always say, who at 23 could say that they've already had a 10-year career? And I'm so proud of everything that she's done and achieved. And so I filled out the nomination for us.
Yeah, just like a real mother would, so Gloria, congratulations. Olivia, congratulations. Both of you ladies, stay safe. We're again, this week won't end without an author relations officer reaching out to you. Just getting to know you and really getting to know us as well as Readers Magnet. So Readers Magnet is based out of San Diego in California. Right now, I am in New York City. I'm actually in Queens, in
Wow.
New York. So this is really how do I put, continent wide, right?
Yeah.
We're all here in North America, and we will work to make this work. What's the title of the book, Gloria?
It's called Booked: A Strong Start for Your Child Actor. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. At the end of the day, an actor's goal is to be booked. And so, it's the vision. And so we decided to name it that.
And we are glad that we booked you too. Yeah. We booked the both of you, and we booked the book booked. Okay. So
yes.
Again, I am so happy for the both of you. Congratulations. And you will hear from the author relations officer. Good night, both.
We look forward to it. Good night. Thank you so much.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. I told you we had a total of let me look at my sheet over here. We had a total of 821 authors, and we were interacting with 102 or 103 authors with in the span of 2 weeks. And then we cap it off with 3 more authors with multiple books. Our winners again, Fred, our first winner is Dr. Josias Jean-Pierre of Seattle, Washington, right? My hurt taught me, but my pain motivated me. All right. So congratulations, Dr. Josias. We have Dr. Robin Gethers. Robin Gethers, who's a local of upstate New York and is now in Montgomery, Alabama. And our third winner, right, is a tandem, a mother and daughter tandem that wrote the book Booked: A Strong Start for Your Child Actor. And this is Olivia Kate Latridis. So Olivia and Gloria is the author. Well, it's Gloria and Olivia, right? Gloria and Olivia, but Gloria is the mom and Gloria is the author, but it's about her daughter Olivia, who is an actress. So very interesting, like, right? And so this is really why Readers Magnet is still here. This is part of the reason why we do business. This is part of the reason why we are still in business. This is part of the reason why people support our business. It's because of storytellers and stories out there waiting to be told. Again, I was just floored and honored and really even overwhelmed when you hear a lot of good things about the company, and it just gives, and it makes sense. It makes sense, ladies and gentlemen, of what our team does. I will show you 2. I will put it in the middle so it can be seen. So this is a beautiful trophy given by the Better Business Bureau. This was given to Readers Magnet in 2022. And this is an award for ethics. This is the Torch Awards for ethics. And we did not win the big trophy, but the mere fact that the Better Business Bureau and the companies that are accredited of or accredited by the Better Business Bureau acknowledged us as a finalist and almost a winner is truly enough. It doesn't stop there. I'm gonna put it in the middle over here. So last year has been a fabulous year for us. Another trophy for Readers Magnet. Again, BBB Torch Awards for 2024. We were again finalists after 2 years. We did not win the award, unfortunately, but seeing the consistency and being acknowledged by other companies and the BBB itself is enough. Is enough for us. It takes great pride and a lot of work. And with that, after I brag about our trophies, I would like to really thank the staff, or I wouldn't even say staff, I'd say my team members, my colleagues here at Readers Magnet, because truly without them, this chapter will not be a success. So let me run through the names of our heroes, right? So let's obviously start it with the manager of brand and marketing, QR. I'm very thankful. Very thankful to you. And I started it with those trophies, but there has to be names behind those trophies. And I'm telling you, QR, you and your team has really stepped it up a lot. Stepped it up big time. Stepped it up to a level that I didn't expect, to be honest. Right? So it's QR, Sigfred, Maria, Kel. Fred, am I missing any one of your teammates over here? Alexis, yes, Alexis. I said Mark already. I said Maria, QR. But this awesome brand and marketing team of Readers Magnet. Hi, folks. I'm telling you, without you, not only will this show not be possible, I think the whole company would not be possible. So take pride in what you do, QR. Take pride in what you do, Sigfred. Take pride in what you do, Mark. Take pride in what you do, Alexis. Take pride in what you do, Maria, because you are doing something great, not only for the company, but for the authors, that we serve. So again, QR, Sigfred, Alexis, Mark, Michael, Kel, right? And I think Maria, right? Maria. Well, if it's not Maria, yeah, or Maria, I'm right. But you gotta be quick, all right? So Maria, Mike, Kel, Mark, Alexis, Sigfred, and QR. Thank you. I think the authors appreciate your hard work, but your colleagues here at Readers Magnet truly appreciate what you've shown, and we are very, very proud of you. Again, QR, Sigfred, Maria, Michael, or Kel, Mark, Alexis, you guys are awesome. Okay, you guys are awesome. And then there's also the another department or another team, the team of Franz and the team of Steph, the team of Nens, and the folks at our ORM team. Thank you very much. I'm not sure who I've missed, but it's a big team. I would also like to do a special shout out to our Blue Marble office team, Mariana, and Jesper, our main man. Mariana and Jesper of the Blue Marble office. You, both of you, have been, great partners since chapter 1, and here we are, chapter 6. Okay, so that's ORM with Franz and Steph. That is brand and marketing. Oh my God. Folks in the author relations officer side, headed by Mike Uton. Thank you. Thank you very much for all that you've done. Thank you to your team. Thank you to all the author relations officer that have been very patient in guiding our authors and very patient in reminding our authors that we have a show. We have a show to run. So shout out to them. I'd like to shout out to also to the other department, to the sales team of Reader's Magnet. Thank you to folks in the background who really arranges things, to the HR department. Thank you to the LMRs, and gosh, it's a team. I think it's a whole orchestra of 160 or no 172 folks behind the success. The names that I've indicated, like the QRs and the Franz and the Siegfrieds and the Stephs of the world and the Nens of the world, are just the ones that are really doing the dirty work, but or the clean work for that matter. But it's really a team effort, right? It's really a team effort here at Reader's Magnet. These folks are considered heroes by their colleagues, but they're also heroes for their authors. And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. There's also Jake's team and a lot. So I have a whole list of people to thank, and I think I did pretty well. I hope I did not miss anyone. And boy, it's been a great run. Chapter 6 has, I believe is a real success. We've gone through a lot of changes, and chapter 6 just wraps up all the hard work that has been brought out since chapter 1. I cannot believe that it's the 6th chapter. We've announced winners. We've really expressed our gratitude to all the authors that have helped big time, and the teammates that I have here at Reader's Magnet. Thank you, and really, from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of Reader's Magnet's heart, thank you very much. And as long as there are people there willing to listen to the stories of our authors, as long as there are people there willing to read the books of our authors, and as long as there are people there willing to help our authors spread their stories, Reader's Magnet is going to be here. And Reader's Magnet is preparing for an upcoming 2025, an exciting 2025, filled with great events, filled with great services and products. And as we say here, and as we really stay true to our word, we share your stories with the world. So thank you very much, and everyone have a blessed Sunday. Have a good week ahead of you. It's gonna be a brand new week of a brand new month. It's the second month of the year already, and we just wrapped up our 2-week-long event, and we are happy to say that it is indeed a success. The Festival of Storytellers, Chapter 6, signing off with what we believe here at Reader's Magnet by saying and simply doing and sharing your stories with the world. Bye, folks. See you in Chapter 7.
Tell us about your book.
Yes, my name is David Witherington Stewart. I'm a Florida author. I'm 80.
Carol Kinney is a writer. I write
Our very intimate Reader's Magnet author we have here, Alan Karen Rennie. It is Unfaded Beauty, book 1 of 4, the new Proverbs 31 Women series.